I had not heard of, I'm Floridian, and I had not heard of Florida's Rosewood, but I had heard of so many others.
You're the latest White House staffer to depart, Omarosa, a former contestant on The Apprentice, fired on that show 3 times. This time, she says she wasn't fired, but that she resigned during a conversation with the chief of staff in the Situation Room.
The television stage is a place where dreams of fame are woven, where stardom is bestowed upon radiant faces. But it's also here, in this glittering arena, that countless black actresses have lost everything. They clawed their way to the pinnacle through years of relentless effort, only to plummet into the abyss because of a single word, a reckless act, or a fleeting burst of anger. No one could have foreseen that their seemingly unshakable careers could vanish in an instant, undone by one misstep on live television. And the 13 stories I'm about to share are about those black actresses, women who once stood atop the heights of glory, only to tumble into the mire of ruin before the eyes of the world. 13. Esther Rolle, the courageous star who paid a steep price. Esther Rolle, renowned for her role as Florida Evans in the sitcom Good Times, was a towering symbol of strength for the black community. With her exceptional talent and pivotal role in reshaping the portrayal of black people on television, she left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry. Yet even her brilliant achievements couldn't shield her career from collapse. In March 1975, during a live broadcast of The Mike Douglas Show, Esther Rolle could no longer contain her frustration. She publicly criticized the producers of Good Times for turning the character J.J. Evans into a foolish, exaggerated caricature that reinforced stereotypes about black people. Before millions of viewers, she boldly called the scripts blatantly racist and warned she'd leave the show if changes weren't made. The studio fell silent for a moment, stunned. Her action, rooted in integrity, shocked the audience and left producers scrambling. That moment marked the beginning of the end. Though her protest against unfair portrayals was justified, her outspoken defiance shifted how the industry viewed her. Overnight, Esther Rolle went from a beloved star to a difficult figure, a name producers shunned. Leading roles in major projects dried up, leaving only minor parts she could scrape together. Hollywood never forgot that moment. Instead of admiring her courage, many producers and directors criticized her for not knowing when to keep quiet. Esther Rolle, despite her undeniable talent, was branded an uncontrollable troublemaker, a star who lost her place in the industry. From a beacon of strength and progress, she became a symbol of failure, her once dazzling light snuffed out. From the peak of her career, she watched an irreversible downfall unfold. A righteous outburst, however justified, came at a devastating cost. In the glamorous world of Hollywood, the price of truth and integrity was eternal silence. 12. Freda Payne, a shocking arrest that obliterated her career. Freda Payne, a gifted singer and actress, shone brightly with her role in Cotton Comes to Harlem and her chart-topping hits, making her one of Hollywood's brightest stars in the 1970s. With a captivating voice and striking presence, she won the hearts of audiences, becoming an icon of an era. But in a single moment, her career and reputation crumbled. In July 1971, as she prepared to board a flight at Los Angeles International Airport, Freda Payne was arrested for possessing an illegal firearm. A seemingly minor incident exploded into a media frenzy, dominating TV news. Images of her in handcuffs, stammering awkwardly before a swarm of reporters, played out live like a gripping action movie that viewers couldn't tear their eyes from. Photos capturing her nervous expression and bewildered eyes splashed across front pages, not just in the U.S., but worldwide. In that moment, no one cared about the real reasons behind the incident. Though Payne had no criminal intent, the public didn't see it that way. Cameras and flashes immortalized the drama, branding her a dangerous figure. Major studios swiftly canceled contracts, unwilling to work with a star now labeled a criminal. In the days that followed, Freda Payne's life unraveled. The public turned its back, forgetting her past triumphs. The image of a celebrated artist was replaced by relentless negative headlines. Hollywood offered no second chances. Major projects passed her by, leaving her in the shadows. A fleeting mistake cost her everything. Though she tried to revive her music career, it never regained its former glory. Her songs no longer captured hearts, and her name became a reminder of a tragic fall. 11. Omarosa Manigault. Newman, a reckless moment that ended her fame. Omarosa Manigault Newman, an unforgettable figure from the first season of The Apprentice, rose to fame not just for her impressive strides, but for the loud scandals she sparked. She caught the eye of Donald Trump and became one of the show's most notable contestants. Yet one incident upended everything she'd built, shattering her fame, career, and chance to shine on mainstream television. In April 2004, during a live episode of The Apprentice's first season, Omarosa stunned the world with impulsive actions and a heated argument with a teammate. Her sharp words, harsh criticisms, and baseless accusations of racism ignited a firestorm of outrage from viewers and the media. Her angry image seared itself into the public's mind. Things became irreparable when Donald Trump, who'd brought her onto the show, fired her on live TV. His words, "loser," struck like a bullet, slamming shut every door to her career. After that disastrous moment, her chances in mainstream television evaporated. Producers labeled her a troublemaker and unprofessional, unfit for collaboration. She was relegated to low-budget reality shows, where her image became a punchline rather than a source of admiration. The price Omarosa paid was steep. Her dreams of a political career crumbled. Efforts to rebuild her public image were futile. From a radiant star, she became a cautionary tale of how a career can collapse in a moment due to reckless words. Her presence on TV, once celebrated, now drew mockery, a reminder of an indelible stain. Television, instead of being her launchpad, destroyed everything she'd built. 10. Hazel Scott, a costly protest on live television. Hazel Scott, one of the 20th century's most gifted pianists and the first black host on American television, captivated audiences with her musical and acting brilliance. A trailblazer, she paved the way for black artists on TV. Her Hazel Scott show on the Dumont Network drew millions, making her a standout star. But her strength and integrity came at a crushing cost. In July 1950, during a live episode of The Hazel Scott Show, a shocking event altered her fate. Before millions, Hazel Scott abruptly refused to perform at an event she deemed racist, declaring she wouldn't work for bigots after spotting discriminatory audience members. Her bold statement was a powerful stand against the white establishment dominating the entertainment industry during the tense McCarthy era. Though righteous and proud, her actions sparked an irreparable conflict. Her show was canceled shortly after, a blow that not only ended the program that brought her fame, but left a deep wound in her career and life. Her courageous stand branded her a rebel, and she was swiftly blacklisted from the industry. Major contracts vanished. No one would work with her. Television had no place for someone with her bold convictions. Hazel Scott, once a symbol of talent and innovation, became an outcast, a troublemaker in the public's eyes. Unable to continue her career in the U.S., she fled to Europe, where she performed but never regained her former stardom. Her stand against racism, though just, cost her dearly. Her career, at its peak, collapsed overnight, and Hazel Scott became a name tied to lost glory. Hollywood and the public turned their backs, offering no second chance. Her career never recovered, and she lived with regret, haunted by what she'd once had. 9. Eartha Kitt, from glorious Catwoman to branded traitor in a flash. Eartha Kitt, famed for her role as Catwoman in the hit TV series Batman, was more than a multi-talented artist. She was an icon of allure. Her sultry voice and dazzling presence won over audiences on stage and screen. But a bold decision in 1968 transformed her from a revered star to a controversial figure. her career crumbling in a fleeting moment. On January 18, 1968, during a live event at the White House with First Lady Lady Bird Johnson, Eartha Kitt attended a program watched by the entire nation. It was a golden opportunity to shine, but no one anticipated it would become a defining turning point. Instead of delivering the expected captivating performance, Kitt shocked the room by fiercely criticizing the Vietnam War, declaring the U.S. government was throwing poor children into the furnace of war and calling its policies sinful. The room froze in stifling silence, no one daring to breathe. Her words weren't just a protest against the war, but a direct attack on those in power. The nation watching was stunned by her candor. From that moment, she was labeled eccentric, a traitor, even mad by the media. The fallout was swift, like a storm. The CIA and U.S. government wouldn't tolerate her criticism. Eartha Kitt was blacklisted, losing all film and TV contracts. She didn't just lose Catwoman, her entire Hollywood presence vanished. Directors and producers turned away. Everything she'd built collapsed overnight. From a screen queen, she became a pariah, shunned by all. In the years that followed, Eartha Kitt had no place in the U.S. She moved to Europe, where she was somewhat embraced, but never reclaimed Hollywood's spotlight. It wasn't until the 1980s that she saw a partial return to American entertainment, but her career never fully recovered. One criticism destroyed her life's work, stripping away all she'd built. Eartha Kitt, once a powerful Hollywood icon, became a symbol of tragedy and defeat. Her courageous, morally right decision came at an unbearable cost. 8. Lena Horne, the legendary star, erased for a single criticism. Lena Horne, a Hollywood legend, was celebrated for her mesmerizing voice and unforgettable roles in films like Stormy Weather. More than a talented singer, she was a symbol of resilience against societal prejudice. Her career, from Hollywood's bright lights to soulful performances, captured the public's heart. In November 1951, during a live interview on The Ed Sullivan Show, Lena Horne stunned the industry by openly criticizing the roles Hollywood forced on black actors. Before millions, she declared she wouldn't play maids or servants and condemned the industry for blatant racism. Her words, though just and brave, were deemed radical in the McCarthy era, when dissent was dangerous. In that moment, Lena Horne didn't realize her action would reshape her future. Hollywood retaliated fiercely. She was blacklisted, and no producer or director would work with her. Film and TV contracts vanished. From a beloved star, she became an industry outsider, thrust into darkness. With no place in film, Lena Horne turned to singing and theater. Though she found success, it couldn't salvage her declining career. The public turned away, her reputation tarnished, branded a political troublemaker. Her once dazzling stardom faded, and Hollywood offered no second chance. Despite a life of challenges, Lena Horne refused to surrender. She pursued her art through music. But all she'd had, the radiant glory of a star at her peak, was gone. Her story is a stark reminder for those daring to speak out, even for a just cause. One brave act cost her everything, and Hollywood, once her stage, became a painful memory she could never reclaim. 7. Mo'Nique, the Oscar Queen, sunk by her own fury. Mo'Nique, an Oscar winner for her haunting role in Precious, was not just a talented actress, but a symbol of strength and resilience. Rising from a childhood of poverty, she cemented her place in Hollywood, earning widespread acclaim and becoming one of its brightest names. But her fierce candor turned her dazzling career to ashes. On February 12, 2018, during The Tonight Show, starring Jimmy Fallon, Mo'Nique unleashed a firestorm mid-conversation. Before thousands of viewers, she publicly blasted colleagues like Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry, and Hollywood itself, calling them hypocrites and accusing the industry of racist casting and payment practices. Her words detonated like a bomb in an industry sensitive to race and power issues. The studio fell silent with Jimmy Fallon frozen, unsure how to handle the chaos. Monique even urged viewers to boycott projects by Winfrey, Perry, and others. Her outburst sparked a firestorm in an industry wary of such confrontations. In that moment, she went from an Oscar queen to a troublemaker, branded unprofessional and ungrateful. Hollywood turned its back without hesitation, and her career collapsed before the public's eyes. After the interview, Monique was no longer the star she'd been. From an Oscar winner, she became untouchable. Producers slammed doors shut, major contracts vanished. She was left with small, independent projects. Hollywood doesn't forgive those who speak too boldly, especially when they challenge the powerful. Once atop the pinnacle with an Oscar, Monique now struggled with a shattered career. Her reputation was severely damaged, and chances for major projects evaporated. She became a living testament to the steep price of defying the industry's power structure. From a radiant star, Monique became a shadow in Hollywood, unable to reclaim her place in a world she once ruled. 6. Esther Anderson, a revelation about Bob Marley that destroyed her career. Esther Anderson, a Jamaican actress, left a lasting mark with her role in The Harder They Come. Not only celebrated for her stellar acting, she became an icon of Caribbean cinema, widely recognized in Hollywood. Her promising career seemed poised for greater success. But a disastrous moment on live television obliterated her efforts, fading her name into obscurity. In September 1973, Esther Anderson appeared for a live interview on The Dick Cavett Show. It was meant to be a chance to shine and refresh her public image. But things veered off course when Dick Cavett unexpectedly brought up her relationship with Bob Marley and rumors of drug-related activities. A private person, Anderson grew flustered. Instead of staying silent or dodging gracefully, she erupted, revealing personal details about Marley. The more she spoke, the more she stumbled, unaware she'd fallen into a trap. The audience and media, always hungry for scandal, seized on her words, fueling speculation about her ties to illegal activities. Though she didn't directly mention drugs, her revelations were enough to shake the public. After the broadcast, Esther Anderson became the talk of the town, but not in the way she hoped. Reporters amplified rumors about her Marley connection and drug stories. Her name was tainted, enough to rock her rising career. Hollywood turned away. Producers who once admired her talent refused to work with her. Labeled unreliable, her image was ruined. Film contracts and big opportunities vanished. From a promising star, Esther became a forgotten name. Hollywood, once her launchpad, no longer welcomed her. Her acting career collapsed beyond repair, forcing her to pivot to low-budget independent films where she went unnoticed. Small projects couldn't restore her status. Her fame dissolved, leaving only the shadow of a once bright star. 5. Vivica A. Fox, from Hollywood queen to troublemaker. Vivica A. Fox was one of Hollywood's leading ladies, dazzling in blockbusters like Independence Day and Soul Food. With a soaring career and solid reputation, she captivated audiences with magnetic performances. A fashion icon, she was a favorite in major ad campaigns. Everything seemed perfect, but a fiery moment on Celebrity Apprentice upended it all in an instant. In March 2015, Fox appeared on NBC's live Celebrity Apprentice. A heated clash with teammate Kenya Moore stole the spotlight. On air, Fox lost her cool, publicly calling Moore toxic and accusing her of stealing ideas. The tension escalated into a fierce verbal showdown, gripping viewers. Donald Trump, the show's host, stepped in to defuse the situation. Her lack of restraint came at a steep cost. After the clash, she was eliminated from the show, but that was just the start of darker days. Her troublemaker image was relentlessly exploited by the media, branding her a controversial figure. Major brands, once eager to feature her in fashion and beauty campaigns, dropped contracts instantly. Her advertising career vanished in a flash. Her once stellar image as a talented actress gave way to labels like amateur and difficult. Producers who'd once pursued her turned away. Major film roles disappeared, leaving Fox with low-budget projects few cared about. A radiant star dimmed into obscurity. Fans who'd seen her as a role model now viewed her as a cautionary tale of hot-headedness and unprofessionalism. Vivica A. Fox, once a revered screen queen, became a controversial figure. The public and industry turned their backs, leaving her career, though still alive, far from its former heights. From a Hollywood queen, Fox became a stark example of how impulsiveness and lack of restraint can destroy everything, no matter how high you've climbed. 4. Tiffany Pollard, reality TV icon, sunk by scandal. Tiffany Pollard, widely known as New York, made an unforgettable mark in entertainment with her vibrant presence on VH1's Flavor of Love. Her bold personality and dynamic energy made her a star. But her impulsive, confrontational nature tied her to a controversial image, costing her a career that struggled to recover. In January 2006, Flavor of Love hit a dramatic peak when Tiffany Pollard clashed fiercely with contestant Hottie. Both vied for Flavor Flav's affection, but only one could win. Unable to hold back, Tiffany unleashed a fiery argument, hurling personal insults without restraint. The dispute escalated into a tense brawl on live TV, leaving viewers stunned. Her every shout and defiant gesture painted her as unhinged in the public's eyes. The clash sparked a media storm. Within an hour of airing, Tiffany Pollard's name was everywhere, but not as she'd hoped. Instead of a respected reality star, she was labeled a troublemaker, uncontrollable. Hollywood producers, once seeing potential, hit the brakes. She was blacklisted from serious film and TV projects. From a promising reality contestant, Tiffany became a symbol of low-budget shows. Mainstream roles and big contracts were no longer hers. Even as she continued on lesser reality shows, it only hastened her fade into obscurity. She couldn't shake the drama starter label, and her name became synonymous with scandal and stunts. In later years, Tiffany still appeared publicly, but as a faint shadow of a star who burned brightly, then fizzled out. Her acting career never revived, and Tiffany Pollard became a testament to how carelessness and lack of restraint can snuff out a bright future. 3. Keke Palmer, a rising star mired in a love scandal. Keke Palmer, a talented actress who won hearts with breakout roles in Aquila and The Bee and Nope, was a shining icon of film and entertainment. With her natural charisma, passion, and stellar acting, she captured fans' hearts. But a slip of the tongue on live TV sent her dazzling career reeling. In August 2023, Keke Palmer joined a live interview on The Breakfast Club. Trouble arose when she was pressed with tough questions about cheating allegations involving her boyfriend, Darius Jackson. What seemed like a light-hearted jab touched a raw nerve she'd kept hidden. She reacted sharply, publicly criticizing Jackson and spilling shocking personal details about their relationship and others. The air grew tense instantly. Her words turned the event into a red-hot scandal across social media and TV. From a public hero, Keke Palmer became a lightning rod for criticism. Social media erupted in fierce debates, branding her a drama queen. The cost of her candor was steep. Major ad contracts with brands like Nike and CoverGirl were canceled. Her entertainment queen image faded. Brands shunned a star tied to a romantic scandal, especially one labeled unprofessional. Major film projects stalled or were scrapped, and producers and advertisers refused new deals, deeming her too unreliable for big campaigns. Fans who once adored her turned away. Keke Palmer, once at the I Bet peak of her career, became a faint name, appearing mostly in minor projects, unable to revive her fading star. Her story shows how a single reckless word can shatter a soaring career in an instant. 2. Azealia Banks, a televised rant that ended her career. Azealia Banks, a rapper and singer, was a rising star with striking musical talent and bold style. Known for hit songs and captivating performances, she stood out in the music world. But her once praised candor on live TV became a double-edged sword, turning her from a promising star to a ceaselessly controversial figure. In October 2015, during a live Access Hollywood interview, Azealia Banks sparked an unforgettable scandal. Asked about her ties with stars like Nicki Minaj and Miley Cyrus, she lost control, viciously criticizing both with crude language and heavy personal insults, railing against the treatment of black artists in the industry. The media exploded with articles labeling her self-destructive and crazed. From that moment, her career collapsed swiftly. Record labels, producers, and ad partners turned away. Major entertainment opportunities vanished instantly. Her budding acting career stalled completely. Film and TV projects she pursued were canceled, and potential roles became distant dreams. Labeled an agitator and uncontrollable, no one dared work with such a controversial star. Though she tried to return to music, her reputation was irreparably damaged. She released new music, but never recaptured her former success. Major brands and contracts shunned her. Fans who loved her songs now viewed her with skeptical, disrespectful eyes. Her efforts were futile, her name forever tied to scandal, haunted by her own crude words and reckless actions. 1. Raye McCoy. Exposing her marriage, a Hollywood star's fall. Raye McCoy, famed for her role in the Players Club, was a radiant Hollywood star. Loved for her compelling performances and fierce charisma, she shone brightly. But in 2010, a shockwave toppled her image. A live broadcast on TV One's The Real McCoy turned her from a promising star to the center of personal turmoil, destroying her career and reputation. In May 2010, during an episode of The Real McCoy, no one foresaw her life unraveling. Raye lost her composure when discussing her marriage to former Prime Minister Michael Missick, a high-profile figure. On live TV, she unleashed heavy accusations of his betrayal, spilling sensitive details about their relationship that stunned viewers and the media. She openly discussed Missick's affairs, laying bare every hidden corner of their marriage. In minutes, secrets she'd guarded were exposed to the world. The nation froze, and her actions sparked a fierce debate about the line between private and public life for stars. The cost of her candor was brutal. After the broadcast, Raye became a pariah in entertainment. Producers refused to work with her. Major contracts vanished instantly. Projects she was involved in were canceled, and her name was branded a drama lover and oversharer. Her acting career stalled. Instead of starring in major films, she was relegated to low-budget projects and obscure reality shows. The reputation she'd built burst like a soap bubble. Fans and colleagues turned away. Hollywood had no place for her, and her career barely survived. From a hopeful star with big dreams, Raye became a shadow of herself, a name without standing in the industry. These stories aren't just costly lessons about careers. They're proof of the fragility of Hollywood's glamour. Though they once shone at the peak, a single impulsive moment or careless word can shatter an irreparable career. These stars were resilient, overcoming countless challenges to reach success, but they paid with the very fame they'd fought to build. What do you think of their actions? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to catch more hidden corners of the entertainment industry we'll reveal in future videos.